Hello, ENC1102. It is week 2, and I've just declared it Halloween. Sorry, but I got the cutest Mickey Disney sweatshirt, and so I've just decided that I know it's still August, but I don't care. So we're gonna we're gonna take a look at week 2 and see what's happening this week and get everybody oriented to week 2. All right. So without further ado, a couple of things, the questions that had come up last week and different things. The main thing, the main place to keep an eye on in terms of what's due when is at the bottom of the homepage. So just as a reminder, down at the bottom of the homepage, there is a chart. There is a table that has all of the assignments and all of the due dates and all of the everythings. So one of the things that people got a little confused about in the first week was what was due in week 1 versus what was due in week 2. It is laid out on this chart. So please do keep an eye on this. If it helps, print it out. If it helps, write everything down in your calendar, whatever. But we do have, you know, usually 2 assignments due at the end of each week, sometimes just 1. So it just depends. But most of the time, if you keep an eye on this, no matter what else you see on a to-do list or whatever, this is going to kind of help you stay on target. And of course, in terms of the learning materials, modules is where everything is existing. So in module 2 or in module, now I just completely lost my train of thought. So back to the chart, you will notice that the module numbers are also provided here. So in the first 4 weeks, we are still in module 1. And I probably could make that a little bit clearer on the modules page. In fact, let me jot myself a note down to do that. I will put the week numbers in the modules, like visibly, so that will help as well. That probably, I didn't realize I hadn't done that, so that's probably my own bad. But anyway, so for the modules, weeks 1 through 4 will be getting started, and then we will move on to module 2. In the meantime, let's go straight to the activities because we want to do the learning before we make any points. Okay. You may have already done most of the readings this week, which is certainly fine for this week. If you haven't, of course, you want to do them now. You're going to be using the information that is in the videos as well as the readings that are linked here throughout the next 3 weeks. So this week, you're going to have 2 graded assignments. One is a discussion board on the research process, and the other is a research concepts quiz. So knowing about research is going to be important. So you do have, of course, a week 2 lecture specifically, and then one more lecture that is specific to weeks 3 and 4. In terms of the readings, you may want to review them each time. And you can always go back to them. I mean, that's the other nice thing about having these fully online classes. Nobody's stopping you from looking at them. So make sure that you do that. So this week, you've got 2 things due, the research process and the research discussion and the research concepts quiz. So we're going to go to that page. I can also go back to the modules, and then here are the links to the 2 assignments that are due this week. First, let's take a look at the research process discussion board. It is a discussion board, and obviously we already have some participants, which is awesome. Thank you, Max, for being awesome. After having reviewed the related course materials, write a short essay detailing the process of writing a researched essay. Include planning, drafting, documentation, and revision. Now, you'll notice that we're going to use both MLA and APA, depending on what paper we're writing in this particular class. APA is something that you will use a lot more in your major fields than MLA probably. And so if you've never encountered APA, I want to give you an introduction to it in this class because it is something that's going to be really useful. And so, of course, when you are ready to post your essay, all you have to do is click reply. Now, I will say you do want to have the essay in this box. You do not want to have an attachment. Max, you did it just perfectly. If you worry about saving things, as I do, you may want to write your essay in Microsoft Word so that you can save it on your computer and then copy and paste it into this box. That is absolutely fine. But you can, of course, just type it directly in the box as well. Okay. So make sure that you post a real essay. Essays are always going to be more than one paragraph. And of course, Max has already got a nice head start for you to see what he did. And he did do it in Word and save it and then copy and paste it. So excellent job at demonstrating all of the things, Max. I appreciate that. And so I will look for those and I will be commenting on them as they come in. But that is your first official assignment of week 2. Okay. The next one is a quiz and it is on the, oops, I don't know why I can't, my brain is not working yet this morning. It's not even morning, it's afternoon. My brain just isn't working. There you go. Full stop. The research concepts quiz, of course, I'm not going to open it, but as I mentioned last week, whenever you have something in quiz form, you can look up answers. Like you don't have to just like immediately click things. So take the quiz, take it slowly, and there's no time limit on it. It will not expire. Make sure that you don't submit it until you're completely done with it though. Okay. So our first official paper is going to be next week. So when we get together in the beginning of week 3, one of the things I will do is help you set up that paper. But you can definitely take a look at the materials. They're all there. If you want to go ahead and get a head start with that, that's certainly fine. All right. If you have any questions this week, make sure to reach out. If it's a question that everybody can benefit from, use the Q&A discussion board. If not, you know how to inbox me. And I hope everybody is having a great beginning of the fall semester. Let's say cheers for Halloween coming.